Morning, students. Fine. Yes. Okay. So today we are going to discuss about seconds pendulum. Nana. Seconds pendulum. What is that one? Seconds pendulum. What is a seconds pendulum? So we know a simple pendulum. Yes or no? A simple pendulum means which will oscillate to and fro about a mean position. Whose time period is? Whose time period is 2 seconds is called a seconds pendulum. Important. You need to remember this. What is a seconds pendulum? Seconds pendulum is nothing but if you take a simple pendulum such that if it take 2 seconds for a complete oscillations, then that will be called as a seconds pendulum. Means say for example, here one pendulum is there like this, okay, and it is oscillating like this. Let us suppose, okay, if you pull it to some extreme position and release, then what will happen? It will go like this to another extreme position and will come back to the same position again. Yes or no? Yes. So it will continue. So for one complete oscillation, if we take 2 seconds time, then this pendulum is called as seconds pendulum. Got it, students? Okay. Now see time period of formula. We know time period of a simple pendulum. We know time period of a simple pendulum. Simple pendulum is T is equal to 2 pi root L by G. Okay. Now this time period depends upon what factors? Time period depends upon two constant value, does not depends. Pi constant value does not depends. L, yes, it is a variable. We can increase the length of the pendulum or we can decrease the length of the pendulum. Yes, time period depends upon the length of the pendulum. Correct? Yes. Okay. And acceleration due to gravity also. Yes, time period depends on length directly proportional to root L and inversely proportional to root G. Remember these 2 points. Okay. Now, however, at one particular place, G value will be constant. Now, time period depends upon only length. Means by changing the length of a pendulum, we can change the time period. Now, if we take the length of a pendulum such that time period of it is 2 seconds, then what will be that length of the pendulum? Means for a seconds pendulum, what will be the length? Means what I am saying is, for example, for seconds pendulum, time period how much, Nana? 2 seconds. Then what will be the length? Length how much? How much it should be? Let us calculate. T is equal to 2 pi root L by G. Correct? T is equal to 2 seconds is equal to 2 pi root L by G. Correct? Yes. 2 cancel. You will get 1 by pi is equal to root L by G. Correct? Yes. Now 1 by pi square is equal to what, Nana? L by G. Then what will be the L, Nana? G by pi square. Correct? Yes. Substitute the values. L is equal to G value how much, Nana? 9.8 meter. per second square. Okay, no need. Okay, 9.8 divided by pi value, how much? Sorry, L value is 9.8. Pi value 22 by 7 or 3.14. Your wish. Okay, 22 by 7 I'll take. 22 by 7 whole square. Okay. Yes. So it will become L is equal to 9.8 divided by 22 square into 7 square. Correct? Huh? Yes. 7 will go into numerator. Okay. Exactly value of length of the second pendulum, how much I am calculating? 9.8 divided by 22 whole square, how much? Okay. 22 whole square. 22 into 22. 484. Okay. Into 7 square means 49. Okay. 9.8 into 49, how much? 9.8 into 49 is 480.2 divided by 484. How much it is? 484. How much it is? 0.99. Okay. Yes. What is this? All are in SI units. Means length. Means 0.99 meters. Means it is around equal to 1 meter. Okay. What will be the length of the second pendulum? They may ask you. 1 meter. 1 meter is equal to how many centimeters? Nothing but 100 centimeters. Correct? Yes. Okay. This simple question sometimes they may ask you. What is the time period of a second pendulum? 2 seconds. What will be the length of the second pendulum? 1 meter or 100 centimeter. You need to remember this. Okay, students. Okay. This is about a time period. Okay. Now let us discuss about a spring block system. What will be the time period? Okay. Yes. I'm going to discuss about the spring block system. Okay. Now you take one spring, helical spring, massless spring, whose spring constant is K, let us suppose. Okay. For this spring, let us suppose we are hanging a mass M to this. What happened, Nana? First thing, first what will happen? First what will happen? Spring will expand. Yes or no? Yes. What happened? This spring will expand somewhat like this. Correct? Yes. And this block of mass M will come to rest position. How much it will expand? Let us suppose it is expanding by a length L or L naught or X naught, your wish. Something it is expanding. Some X naught it is expanding. Now in this condition, now it is in which condition, Anna? Now it is in equilibrium condition, correct? Equilibrium condition. Are you understanding? Yes. Why it is in equilibrium condition? Because now on that block of mass M, two forces are acting. What are the two forces which are acting on it? The two forces which are acting on it is are, wait, I'll take different ink pen. The two forces which are acting on it are, one is like this. What is that? Spring force. That is Kx naught. How much it is expanding? That much. And one more thing acting downward, that is mg. Now, for calculating time period of a simple pendulum or anything, or any spring block system or anything, first thing, search for equilibrium position. Now at that equilibrium position, write the equations. Means which equations are balancing? Kx naught is balancing with mg. Now two forces are exactly balanced with each other. The block will be in equilibrium position. This block cannot oscillate up and down. Yes or no? Yes. Now for this block, somewhat you expand still somewhat you expand it somewhat, means like this you do for the spring block system. Somewhat you expand it. this much. Means by pulling it downward, how much you are pulling it? Let us suppose you let us pull it downward by a distance of x. So total, how much it is expanded? Totally, how much it is expanded? Totally, it is expanded by a distance of x plus x naught. Correct? Yes. This is the total extension in that spring. First, when you attach the mass, it will expand by x naught. After that, again you pull it down. Totally, how much you expanded? X plus x naught. Now release it. What will happen? The block will go up. It will overshoot that equilibrium position. It will go somewhat up and again will come down. Like this, up and down oscillations it will do. Means it is vibrating about its mean position. To and fro motion it is doing about its mean position. So it is SHM, simple harmonic motion. Clear? Yes. Now on this, how many forces are acting on this? Now on this, how many forces are acting? One is one force is acting, that is FSP, spring force is acting. Another one is mg acting down still in this position. Clear? Okay, now write a net force equation on this. Yes, wait. Okay, now how much net force acting? Net force acting on it is nothing but F naught. Net force acting on this position is nothing but F is equal to that is K of x plus x naught minus initial, or you can say mg, because mg is acting down. Are you getting? Equation number 1 you take for this. Any doubt in this equation? I have written. From equilibrium position, expand it somewhat, pull it down somewhat. Now spring force how much acting? K of x plus x naught. It is acting upward, whereas mg is still acting down. Any doubt in that? I'm waiting for your response. How mg came didn't get. Here, when you pull it down, still mg is acting no downward. Okay, I'll erase this. That's why only I am asking. I'm waiting. Okay. Here, how many forces are acting? You tell me. In this situation, how many forces are acting? How many forces are acting in this situation? Two forces. Yes. Okay. What happened? Struck again. Okay. Now, on that block of mass m, two forces are acting. That is K of x plus x naught upward and mg is downward. Now net force acting is F net force is equal to K of x plus x naught minus mg. What happened? It is struck. Am I able to see these messages, whatever you are sending? It is not opening. Yes, understood, sir. Okay, good. Now, clear? Hmm. Now, this net force we can write MA, correct? Is equal to Kx plus Kx naught minus, what is mg from first equation? Kx naught, correct? Kx naught cancel. You will get Ma is equal to, you will get Ma is equal to Kx. Then what will be A? A is equal to K by M into X. Now you take a simple harmonic motion whose acceleration is given as, compare equation 2 with known equation A is equal to omega square x minus omega square x. Minus indicates about mean position. Okay. Now, what is omega square none from this? Omega square is equal to K by M. Then what will be omega value? Omega is equal to under root of K by M. Clear? Now time period is given as t is equal to 2 pi by omega. Nothing but 2 pi root M by K. Yes. This is the value of time period. Okay. Clear, students? Now if you want history here, minus sign will be there. No, how we are not getting. Okay, here minus sign will be there. Here Kx naught is acting. No, this is FSP is acting about mean position. No, this you take minus. This you take plus. Mg minus Kx naught, you write. This will be minus, and this will be minus. Cancel. Here minus Kx you will get. Here you will get minus. Okay, na? Any doubt in that now? Here I have written minus because it is acting towards the mean position. That is the reason. So now for a spring block system, what will be the time period formula? Time period formula is T is equal to 2 pi root M by K. Remember, important. Okay. Means here time period depends upon what factor? Time period depends upon mass which is attached to the spring and spring constant K. Clear, students? Any doubt in that? Important topic again. Clear? Next, see energy of a particle executing SHM. Let us discuss about this important topic again. I'll write to this side. Particle executing SHM in simple harmonic motion. Important topic then again. Energy means, see, for example, one block, a simple pendulum you take, or a spring block system which is oscillating you take. So due to its position and due to its motion, you will have two types of energy. One is potential energy, another one is kinetic energy. A particle performing SHM will have potential energy. Potential energy due to its position, Anna. and kinetic energy. For example, you take a spring block system. Potential energy, potential energy, we know half k x square. Do you remember this one? In work power energy chapter, we have discussed this. Potential energy of a spring block system, half k x square. We have discussed this one, correct? I don't know. I don't know about that one. Later you discuss about this. Clear now? For example, you say for a particle performing SHM, a particle for an object performing SHM. We know x is equal to a sine omega t. We have written this one, no? Yes. Now substitute there, you'll get potential energy is equal to U is equal to half k x value a sine omega t. Clear? Yes. Means potential energy is equal to half k a square sine square omega t. This is potential energy of any system or any particle which is performing SHM. Now what about kinetic energy, sir? You know kinetic energy k is equal to what? K is equal to kinetic energy. Wait. You know kinetic energy Ke is equal to half mv square. Correct? Yes. So if a particle is having displacement x is equal to a sine omega t, then its velocity is given. Velocity we know. I have given this one. V is equal to omega into under root of a square minus x square. You remember this one? Or I'll go to this one. V is equal to dx by dt. Correct? Yes. Means d by dt of x value. X value is a sine omega t. Correct? Yes. Means you'll get velocity v is equal to a constant, d by dt of sine is minus cos. Sorry, d by dt of sine is cos, no? Yes. Cos omega t. Again, function, you'll get omega. This is velocity. See here, half k x square, no? Half k x value square it is here. That's why by mistake I have not written square here. Correct? Okay, Anishal? Okay, bye. Now, no. This omega t, Abhay is asking, sir, t should be, Nishal is asking, t should also be squared. No, sir. No. This omega t is one angle. Omega into t is one angle. We will write sine square theta. We will not write sine square omega square theta. Sine square theta square we will not write. This total omega into t is one value. Okay. Yeah. Substitute in this now. You'll get kinetic energy Ke is equal to half m a omega cos omega t whole square. Clear? Yes. Now this kinetic energy will become Ke is equal to half m a square omega square cos square omega t. This equation number 1 you take, and this is the kinetic energy formula. Equation number 2 you take. Yes, yes, Abhay. Okay. Now total energy. Now total energy. E is equal to sum of potential energy plus kinetic energy. Correct? Yes. Potential energy. What I have written? See there. Half. Where here? Half k a square sin square omega t. Half k a square sin square omega t. And kinetic energy is written as half m a square omega square cos square omega t. Okay, na? Okay. Okay. See here, k is there. Here, m omega something is there. Okay. We know one value. Omega is equal to root k by m. Correct. Then omega square is what, na? K by m. Is it right? What I am saying? Yes. So in the place of this, we'll substitute this one. We'll substitute it here. What will get? See, you'll get a half k a square sin square omega t plus half m a square k by m cos square omega t. M cancel. Are you understanding? This is for subjective. Points, formulas are important for your objective also. Okay. Yes. Now this we can write half k a square sin square omega t plus half k a square cos square omega t. That means total energy will become half k a square. Let us take common. What you will get? You will get sin square omega t plus cos square omega t. What is sin square omega t plus cos square omega t? 1 means half k a square is total energy. Remember this formula. Total energy is always constant. See, half is constant, k is constant, a also constant. A is amplitude. It is also constant. Clear? We can write this in another format also. I'll show you that. See, we know potential energy. We know potential energy is half k x square. I have written. Kinetic energy what na? Half m v square. But what is v? We know v is equal to omega under root of a square minus x square. Substitute there. You will get kinetic energy is equal to half m omega under root of a square minus x square whole square. Means kinetic energy is equal to half m omega square a square minus x square. We know just now I have told you that omega is root m by k. Sorry, root k by m. Root k by m. Yes. Then omega square is equal to k by m. Then m omega square is equal to what? K. Substitute this value here. You will get kinetic energy is equal to half k a square minus x square. Equation number 2 you take, and this is equation number 1 you take. total energy formula what na? Total energy E is equal to potential energy plus kinetic energy. Potential energy is half kx square plus kinetic energy is half k a square minus x square. What will happen? What you will get? You will get half k a square only. Yes or no? Check. This energy of particle executing SHM formulas are important, and you need to remember these all formulas. On this, you will get some objective questions. Clear? Yes. Now, these points. Now, one topic is left, that is in this chapter, that is forced oscillations and free oscillations and damped oscillations. These three definitions, if we discuss, means this chapter will finish. Okay. If possible, today evening I'll send message. Otherwise, tomorrow I'll end this chapter. Okay. If today evening if I'll take, tomorrow I'll take another chapter. Okay. Na? Yes. Possibly, if today evening, if possible is there, if possibility is there, I'll take today only. Otherwise, tomorrow I will complete this chapter. Okay, students. It is 24th, no, and 25th it will complete, and within 4-5 days we can complete the chapter also, no problem. I'll take some extra classes. Okay, and prepare well for your subjective exam. Clear? And I think so today's class you understood clearly. Any doubt in this? Students, 32 students are there. Any doubt, Nana, in that? Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Okay, Nana. Okay. Bye. Still 5 minutes time is there. Okay, it will be tomorrow. We will complete. We will continue. Okay, bye.